Motley Crue, one of the biggest names in hair metal. They released their debut album in 1981 and have been a staple in the genre ever since. Tonight, we list the best songs by Motley Crue right here in the Hairband Basement.
This is the hair metal thing for the Hairband Basement Show, where I talk about hair metal and stuff and things.
Welcome to the Hairband Basement. I'm your host, Basement Brian, and I got a couple of guests here, and we're going to count down the 10 best Motley Crue songs. We'll each have our 10 best Motley Crue songs. Let me go through the round table real quick, the Basement Bunch. Jay, you've been here numerous times, so you got your own ass groove on the couch. And
Indeed, I do.
Melissa, what was that?
Indeed, I do.
You sure do. And we got a newcomer to the basement here, Melissa. I know you went through like X and various. You've been on my radio station, listen to my radio station, all that stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching the channel for probably a little over a year now, year and a half maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, and I listen to your show on Station Head and on X, and yeah, I'm just trying to find a spot on the couch that doesn't have an ass group in it already. So
There's plenty of room.
Jason's got his clear on one side, and I'm clear on the other. So
I
there's a
wouldn't
lot
sit
of
in
space
Jason's
right
seat.
in the middle.
well, yeah, wherever Jason seats, should I sit on the other side? Maybe.
Yeah, I would. I would. Or wear a hazmat suit. Either or. That guy's got no power. That's the thing. He was supposed to be on tonight, and his house got hit with a bad thunderstorm or whatever the hell they got over there in Canada. So he's got no power. That's why he's not here. But I'll say this because I saw you make some kind of post on X or something, how you like watching guys talk about, hair metal on YouTube. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, he's just come to the basement, you can join the conversation. So
Yeah.
they're here now.
So yeah, but yeah, I'm on X. You could follow me on there. It's at Metal Goddess 33, and I post about bands. I'm learning about hair metal right now. Not that I don't know stuff about hair metal, but to be honest, I grew up in the 90s. I was a teenager in the 90s, and while I hated the music in the 90s, like beyond like a lot of the bands that I got to love when I was young, like, 8, 9, 10.
Mhm.
I got away from it. And then later on, when I got, into metal and stuff later on, I didn't even really think about revisiting it, because you don't necessarily take it really seriously from that point of view growing up. But then I'm like, why don't I? I love all sorts of other types of metal. And so I have. And, I love Motley Crue. I love Dokken, Van Halen, all of those bands. So it's been really interesting and I've learned a lot. So it's been fun.
Is this been like the last few years you're talking about?
Like with hair metal and specifically, it's been like the last year. I only just got on. I started watching, your channel, Guru, Brendan Snyder, Headbangers Paul, a couple other people. And I'm just like, yeah, I need to find out more. And like that's when I started looking at Wild Side and all of those bands, that a lot of the ones from the early 90s where, they didn't really do a whole lot. And I was just like, holy shit, these bands are really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like I listened to Wild, I'm like, this can't be that good. It can't be. Like they talk about it all the time, and I listen to it and I'm like, this is really fucking good.
I was gonna say that because you're coming in at a time where this stuff was way more accessible than it was like 20 years ago. Yeah, you got shows like this all over the place, and you got people on X talking about it, and a real good community of people that are into this stuff. So that's cool. All right, so we got our top 10 Motley Crue songs here. I'm gonna go in the order that I'm looking at my screen. Again, it always changes whenever I edit this stuff. So it's gonna be Jay, Melissa, and then myself. So Jay, why don't you start us off with your first Crue song?
Well, for making this list, since I am a huge Crue fan, obviously my whole arm is a tribute. I stuck it to the classic lineup. As
Okay,
much
yeah,
as I love the 94 album, and as much as I like some stuff that's on New Tattoo, if it didn't have the original four members, it just didn't make the cut. So, that said, I'm starting with Bitter Pill off of Greatest Hits. Um, I was ecstatic when they released that album just because with Bitter Pill, it enslaved both. It was more of a return to form after that shit show known as Generation Swine.
God, garbage. Total garbage.
I
Oh,
remember when they released that Greatest Hits album, they did some appearances on WWF or WWE now. I remember they did Bitter Pill, they did like Wild Side, and I remember that being cool as fuck.
hmm You're right. Like after, I don't know, just to me, it feels like after Vince left, I did the same thing. I didn't put anything from the '94 album. I know people are gonna be upset because they love it and all that kind of stuff. Great. I struggle, if we're gonna put a best of Motley Crue, Vince has to be in the band. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But after that, it just seemed like they had good songs, but never had good albums again. You can piece a couple of good songs here and there, and I got a few on my list, but yeah, they just never put out an album. You're like, holy crap, this is like 1985 again. Nope. All right, Melissa, what's your first one?
All right, for number 10, I've got Slice of Your Pie from Dr. Feelgood. Um, it's such a fun song. It's dirty, you know. I
Hmm
like it. It's tongue in cheek. It's funny. I mean, it's got something sticky sweet for you is pretty on the nose of what
Yeah,
it's about.
it's a nice way of putting it.
And I was one of the things that I really liked about it, and I didn't really think about it until the other night, and I was the drums in it uh sound like ragdoll. It sounds like Aerosmith. Like if you
Oh,
listen to it at the beginning, it sounds like ragdoll.
Ragdoll, living in a movie. Hot tramp, daddy's in a cutie.
And I was reading something which was pretty funny because they were recording with Aerosmith at the same studio when they did this. And
interesting.
yeah, and
Well,
Steven
which
Tyler did
songs did
backup.
I was just going to say that? Which songs did Steven do backup vocals on? Do you remember?
Sticky Sweet. He did backup on Sticky Sweet, and they actually recorded. It's never been released, but they recorded a version of Slice Your Pie with Steven Tyler singing it. So I just thought that was really
Interesting.
interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah.
I could
But
easily see that song being an Aerosmith song.
yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
mean, I
I
was
can see them
listening to
doing
it and
it.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, that sounds just like Aerosmith. And I'm like, and then I was like looking up some information on the song and I'm like, holy shit, no wonder. Like Steven Tyler was like right next to him when they were recording it. So, you know,
That's just got to be
And with
crazy
the
having those guys in one place recording music.
yeah.
well, with them being in the same studio, supposedly if you listen on Pump, you can hear Mick Mars bleeding through in the background
Sure.
because
Which
his guitar rig was that loud.
for the entire album?
Somewhere on there, the guys in
Yeah.
Aerosmith were talking about it in an interview.
Huh. I'll have to
Mhm.
find that now. Interesting. Wouldn't you just go like say to someone, "Hey, shut the fuck up, we're recording"? That's just
Well,
hilarious. They're like,
I
nah, we'll
mean,
leave it.
are you going to tell Mick Mars to shut the fuck up with how
Oh,
he plays? I
yeah,
wouldn't.
I would just punch him, get it behind him, and punch him in the back. You're good.
Exactly.
But that's hilarious. Like even like how about like the two producers have a conversation then? Like, excuse me, dude,
Yeah.
your boy's bleeding through. It's Aerosmith. What are you doing? And you'd be like, "Hey,
Mhm.
fuck you! It's Motley Crue. Suck a dick." I don't know if
Right.
that conversation would go.
Right. It's one of those arguments I don't think would ever really have a good conclusion. I mean,
I think
but
that we got the best one on the on Pump. There you go. That
but
was the
but think of it
conclusion.
this way: how fucking loud you got to be playing to bleed through into another studio through all the
Yeah,
soundproof? I
yeah,
mean,
that's nuts.
Well, if somebody's gonna do it, Mick Mars would.
Probably,
hell
yeah.
He
You're
yeah.
plays
right. You're
louder
totally
than he
right.
does. He's loud as hell. Like, fucking love Mick Mars. He's great.
You're totally right about that. If there was anyone to do it, it would be him.
Yeah.
All right, that's a
So
good
yeah,
one.
that's my number 10.
Cool. My number 10, one of the later songs. When this thing came out, everyone was like, "Oh, Motley Crue's back." Again, the shit they went through in the early to late '90s, and when this song got released, everyone was like, "Oh, this is gonna be an awesome album." But it's off New Tattoo, Hell on High Heels.
I love that
It's
song.
it's a great tune, and it sounds like something that could have been on Feel Good. And with that song, it sounded like the old crew was back, and then the rest of the album was like, yeah, yeah. It's like, no, no. That's the one thing about Motley Crue. I felt like they've been trying to recapture what they were in the '80s and never are able to do it.
That's the same thing most bands do the decade after they hit. Kiss did it in the 80s. They tried too hard to be relevant and they were ended up being something that they weren't. Motley
Yeah,
Crue did the same thing. There are some bands that didn't. I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Pantera, because Pantera is just fucking Pantera, you know.
yeah, it's great.
But I mean, you look at Megadeth. I mean, fucking gods of thrash in the 80s and in the 90s, not so much. I mean, the same thing can be said for Metallica.
Yeah, what was the one's album, Death Magnetic? They really tried to go back to their roots, and it was
Well, I remember when Load came out,
that love was
the
terrible.
fucking uproar that
I
created.
I think that's part of it too. I think
Mhm.
that's part of it. You get enough fans bitching about what you've been doing, and whether you're influence or trying to sell them or whatever you're doing, trying to get credit, your cred back, whatever, they try to remake or redo what they used to be. I can't see you doing it after you've been doing it for a while and you've grown up. You're not going to have that same fire in your belly to put out the same type of music. Things have changed.
Right. I mean,
But you're right.
look at the bands that have actually pulled off staying consistent album after album, decade after decade. The only one that I can instantly think of that pulled that off is ACDC.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
they put the same album out all the time. Of course.
Exactly.
Of
I mean,
course.
they knew what they were. They stayed in their own wheelhouse. They didn't give a fuck about anything else. It worked for them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
works for Slayer too. I mean, with
Well,
Slayer.
Slayer kind of did a little bit of a interlude in the early '90s. The hell was
Yeah, they
that?
did the in Diablos, that album. Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah, that was kind of groove metal-ish, and
yeah.
everybody lost
I
their
mean, they
minds. But
definitely fucking returned to form.
Yeah.
In later years. You know, let Jeff Hanneman rest in peace. But Gary
yeah,
Holt, even though he really wasn't part of the writing, he brought a fire back to that fucking band.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's not easy to do. It's again you're in a different headspace when you're
Mhm.
younger than when you're, 57 trying to put together an album. Like, dude, you ain't 22 no more. It's not gonna work out.
right.
All right, Jay, what's your number nine?
Well, I go from the '90s clear back to where it started. Off Too Fast for Love, Piece of Your Action.
I think I got that somewhere on mine too. That's a great tune. Oh, that's a great tune. I thought I had
You
it on
know,
mine.
the debate is always going to be which is
Yeah.
better between Too Fast and Shout. Out of those two, for me, it's going to be Shout, but Too Fast is what brought them to the dance. There's a couple songs off of it on my list. As much as I love Livewire, and that would be certainly one of the songs that's in my honorables, and that list is a list from hell. But I've always liked Piece of Your Action more. It has I don't know. There's just more to it.
That might be my favorite song off the album. It's a great tune. I think again another great riff.
Mhm.
Too Fast for Love's my favorite Crew album because it's just so raw, and they got a heavy punk attitude on that thing. And again, you got this new band just hungry to make it big.
And they had something to prove, and they did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've said this before on other shows and whatever, where Shout Out the Devil made them the band they became.
Yeah.
If they don't have that album and it's a repeat of Too Fast for Love, I think we'd be talking on the same level as like a Black and Blue or maybe more like a Hanoi Rocks, where they were influential but never broke big. That's a weird band to use as an example because Vince killed one of their members, but
Right.
yeah, I think it would have been the same thing.
One of the things that I think with Too Fast for Love, that it is a good thing that they pivoted and did what they did with Shout at the Devil, because everybody was pivoting away from punk influence and speed metal to
Yep.
a certain extent, like away from New Album and like Motorhead, bands like that. Like
Hmm.
Motorhead stayed around, obviously, but like um it wasn't popular. I mean, there's a couple of the hair metal bands that I've discovered like that were kind of in that area, and they all had to kind of detour a little bit more to the glam metal side, but like I think it's a totally the perfect progression. I think it would have totally been no one would have probably cared had it been that same formula that they had with Too Fast for Love. Um,
Yeah.
but
I'll tell you right now, we wouldn't be doing this show right now. This wouldn't be a thing this very moment. It'd be like, oh yeah,
yeah,
maybe an episode of bands that should have been bigger or bands that people forgot. I think yeah, shout out to Devil really put them on a path where they became the huge band that they were. And
right.
as much as I love the debut, yeah, I don't think Too Fast for Love 2 would have exploded. That's just my 2 cents. Um, all right, Melissa, what's your number 9?
All right, number 9, I've got Red Hot from Shout at the Devil. Um, it's a quick song. It's the kick drum that pounds through the whole song, like that
Hmm.
just draws me in.
Well, all right.
And it's fast and aggressive, like I'm saying, and like I was just mentioning before, it still has kind of that speed metal, Motorheadish type of influence to it,
I'm so bad, baby, I don't care.
kind of similar to Too Fast for Love. And yeah, and I again, I was like looking at like they've got a lot of news on. I was looking up stuff about uh the Carnival of Sins tour this year, and they're opening with this song now, or at least on
Wow.
some of the shows they have opened with it. And it's not usually something that they have had in their set historically, that I at least that I think. But so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I like that
There's
one.
there's a lot of Cruise songs that I don't really care to listen to anymore. Just because of it's been overplayed.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's not necessarily because they're bad, but like a lot of the songs that I have right now on my list are ones that are newer, like as far as like what I would have on my playlist. Um I wouldn't have had like Red Hot on it like 5 years ago. But
Fair enough.
like I've heard several of these, some of the big songs like Girls, Girls, Girls. I like that song, but I don't need to hear it
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much. I mean, I'd rather hear Slice of Your Pie, if you're gonna go with something, along that lyrical bent. Like, I don't know, it's things change, but like Red Hot, I think is a great, fun song. So yeah.
I think you're
Well,
right with that because I want to say, was it yesterday? When I'm cooking dinner or in the kitchen, I'll put, Sirius XM's Hair Nation on. I think they played Girls, Girls, Girls yesterday, and it was like, okay. Like it's like, all right, I've heard it a million times. I'm not gonna go nuts to turn it off. But if Red Hot came on, I would stop and go, ooh, okay, this DJ knows what they're
Yeah.
talking about. And that is a great tune. It won our best song off of off of Shout at the Devil.
Oh
We
yeah.
did that episode. That's the one that won. But
Yeah.
I think that when I was, when I was younger, when I first got this album, that was definitely one of my favorites off the album. That is a great tune. And you're right, it's got
Yeah, I
that.
love it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I have seen them play it live before. They haven't done it live until now in quite some time. But
Yeah.
I've seen Motley, a few dozen times, probably. So, I mean, I've seen them play quite a catalog over the years, but obviously they have the standards they always stick to. And I'm glad they're kind of deviating away from it this tour and playing some
Yeah.
shit that the fans want to hear, not
I
casual listeners.
Part of me feels like they're doing that to get people to see them. Like I part of me feels like because Vince has
Maybe. I
gotten
mean,
so much shit
but
for his singing, where I think there's people gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go. But if they look at the playlist, like, holy shit, they're doing Red Hot. They're opening up with that. I never seen them do
right.
that.
And if you
They
think of
go.
it that way, I mean, am I in any way inclined to see Motley Crue playing the same set list that they've played the last how many ever years?
Hmm.
No way in hell. Um, am I inclined to see them with this set list? Yes, I am.
I'd also be inclined to see them with Extreme and Tesla.
Oh hell yes.
Let's take some better bands and tour with
Right.
us. See
And
what
I
happens.
know some people are hammering on Vince because they always do. I've watched some shit on YouTube from this tour. It ain't as bad as some fucking people want to make it out to be. Vince has never hit every word.
No, he
He didn't in
hasn't.
the 80s. He didn't in the 90s. He doesn't now. Who fucking cares?
I just don't get people sitting there saying, "Oh, he should stop, retire. What are you doing?" It's simple. This is how it works. If you don't want to see them, you don't go.
Right.
If people want to go, they'll pay to go see them. If enough people stop paying, then they will stop touring. That's how it works in this
Exactly.
country. And people think they got to put their 2 cents in, like they're financial advisors or they're their tour manager or what. Shut up. You don't know. You're not sitting in the living room talking to Vince about, should I go on tour this year? Well, let me go through the records here, Vince. Let's go through the paperwork. No, you just shooting your mouth off for a reason. Jumping on a bandwagon because other people have been talking about it. Let me hop on and start talking about it too because it's the topic of the week. Let the guy do what he wants
National
to do.
Enquirer bullshit right
Yeah,
there.
exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. All right, I totally forgot. You had Red Hot. That was your number 9, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna skip
That's
around
right.
because I also had Piece of Your Action on mine. Great tune, like I said, my favorite off the album. Too Fast for Love's my favorite album by Crew, and yeah, fantastic. It's just fantastic stuff. I think that might be the only other one I have off of it, but I said this before on that album. I don't know if Tommy Lee got himself a new cowbell before they recorded, but there's like 7 songs that have cowbells on.
You should have seen the signs. Public enemy number one. Public enemy. Might go down now. May go round round. I got news for you. Well, I'm your live wire. The starry eyes.
I could have used a little more
This is
cowbell.
insane. I think is this what have it on there? I think it does. I think it does, but yeah, I'll skip around just because you already covered it.
I, I just think of Come On and Dance, when I think of this fucking cowbell. Or I mean,
It's
live wire to a point.
Public
Come On
Enemy
and
number
Dance
one
is
has it.
really
Yeah,
fucking prevalent.
there's a lot there where it's like, dude, would you just get this? Like, he's opening it up in the studio, taking it out of the box, the receipts falling on the floor. How did you record this? All
Mhm.
right, so what are we at? 8 then? So what's your 8, Jay?
Off of Saints Los Angeles, motherfucker of the year.
Motherfucker, I had the same one. I had the same one. I was just the fact that's the name of the song was more than enough to get this on the list for
Yes,
me.
it is.
Oh,
But
and I'm just like,
no bullshit. I really enjoy the whole album of Saints. I do.
I think it's their best since Dr. Feelgood, easily.
Yeah, I mean, when I went through and made my initial list, I had several tracks. I Down with the Whiskey and I had the title track and blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. But I'm like, motherfucker of the year, you list that song and it fucking makes your blood pump.
It's
And
great.
if it doesn't, you need to have fucking miracle ears, get a better taste in music, something. I mean, that song is fucking phenomenal, and it's a genius name.
Just the concept of that, like, is there an award ceremony? And this year's motherfucker of the year award goes to
If there is, I would be a fan of watching.
I would watch that. I don't watch award show. I would tune into the mother of the first annual motherfucker of the year awards on the ABC.
And the award goes to Vince Neil.
Maybe we can come up
that.
with a motherfucker of the year awards right here in the fucking basement.
That's right. We should do that. We should. Who else would be in that though? All right, so you got Crue.
Give me a few minutes to fucking think of that.
I ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, Melissa, what's your next one?
All right. I'm probably all of my songs are from 3 albums.
Nice.
I
All
had
right.
I had a hard time. I cannot pick anything from Theater of Pain or Girls, Girls, Girls. Not in my top 10.
I
Not
respect
in my
that.
top 10. I mean, I like the best I can do on Girls is Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I don't hate it. Like everything else is just terrible. It's because I like the original song from when I was a kid.
Okay.
The Browns, what is it?
Brownsville Station.
Yeah, Brownsville Station. Yeah, that song. But otherwise I don't like any of the deep tracks. It's both of them sound kind of bad.
Look at Jay
or
gritting his
whatever.
teeth. Look at him gritting his teeth. Because
I
I know
don't.
that's
I
your
just
favorite
don't.
album.
Like
My
I was
finger,
just
that's all good.
I was looking at my copy of Theater of Pain. I got a 2022 copy, and I was listening to it today, and I'm like, oh my God, it sounds so bad. And I'm like, and this is the remaster. I don't know. And I got the booklet out, and the booklet's even fucked up on it. It's got the Dr. Feelgood booklet with the Theater of Pain artwork on and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what happened? Like everything's fucked up here. But I'm not to talk shit about it. I'm just not in my top
late.
10.
Okay,
Not in my
enough.
top 10. But everything was fucked up. But yeah, Don't Go Away, Mad, Just Go Away is number 8 for me.
Okay.
And it's one of their more, well, it's a mid-tempo, I don't want to say, well, poppier.
Yeah.
It's a radio song. It's
Mhm.
fun. It's like a sing-along, like the chorus is this big sing-along. It's really catchy and it's fun. And you're gonna have, all the girls singing along to it. It's a great, it's not like, again, slice your pie. It's not, overtly talking about pussy. It's
Yeah.
just about what everybody relates to, which is breaking up. And yeah, so that's it. That's all I got.
I remember would have been early 2000 teens. Motley was on tour with Theory of a Dead Man and Hinder. And CeeLo Green was a huge deal at that point. If you remember CeeLo Green,
Mm-hmm.
he
Yeah.
had a song that had the same fucking melody of it. And during the second verse of playing Don't Go Away Mad, Vince started singing like a CeeLo melody, and it was a dead fucking match.
See you driving round town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you.
That's my best memory of that song.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. What do you do? Get mad about it? Like you go to Vince, go, hey, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, nah, don't even.
I remember, well, when they were playing that, I heard Vince start singing like that. I started laughing my ass off.
Well, what was this on again?
It was, oh, geez, I don't remember the name of the CeeLo song that had the exact same melody as Don't Go Away Mad.
No,
This
no,
was
no.
like right around 2010 to 2012.
But where did Crew perform this?
Omaha.
Oh, it was during. I thought it was something like on like something televised or
No,
something.
no. I saw him live and saw him do it. And I'm imagining that footage from that tour is probably readily available on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I'm gonna have to go look now just because.
the glory of the internet. If you find it, send it to me. I can put it in here then.
You got it.
Save me the research. But you're right. It is a more commercial friendly song from Motley Crue, and it works. I think it works. And that chorus doesn't really kick in until like towards the end.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a different arrangement for them as well.
Yeah, it's not the traditional structure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my next one was already said. I'm not flipping around anymore. It's Motherfucker of the Year, because of the title. That title alone earns it a spot. All right, so what's your number 7?
Home Sweet Home.
Oh my God, I
But-
thought they were gonna say what I had.
But the version off of Decade of Decadence, not Theater of Pain. Because I like the actual piano as opposed to the synthesizer to start the song off.
Okay, all right.
And I think BPM it's basically the same, but why? I mean, that song brought the fucking power ballad shit to the forefront.
Cause every bad boy has his soft side.
Yeah.
It's the main reason it is on my top 10 list here. But Mick Mars' solo in that is just so fucking good. And obviously that's been a thing where we've done a couple of videos recently where I could have had that on there and it just barely missed the cut. Well, this time it wasn't missing the fucking cut.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember the last time I willingly put that song on. Like you said, Melissa, it's a song I'm just not going to. I've heard it a billion times. I can't do it. And the video in the beginning was just dumb. Well, they have all the little like their character scenes. Stupid. Vince is at the beach. Mick is in like a tomb or some shit. It's some haunted house.
Going for you, Mr. Moss.
I'm on my way.
But
Oh,
at least
stop.
the video in 91 was better.
I guess because I mean, look back now. The one from '85, it's all campy and that like there's an appeal to that. There's an appeal to that. But you're right about it setting off the whole power ballad thing. I mean, bands had songs like it would be considered ballads, I guess. But for hair bands, that just blew up, and then that was the thing. If you wanted to succeed as a hair band back in the late '80s, you had to have a ballad that became a radio hit, and that started the whole thing.
Yeah, I think I kind of feel the same way about Home Sweet Home. It's a good song, but like when was it Carrie Underwood, I think did it or something back like
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh Jesus.
Well, it's
Like,
worse. They had the version with Dolly Parton singing it.
Yeah.
Home sweet home tonight.
Right.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
gonna
just
say, it's just like, come on.
You're like, oh, Dolly Parton and Crew are gonna redo Home Sweet Home. You're like, what the hell? And it's like they just took out Vince's voice and put in Dolly Parton. That was it. The same exact thing. They didn't even
Yeah.
try, guys. They didn't even try to do anything different. God. All right, so what's your next one, Melissa?
All right, my number 7 is from Too Fast for Love. It's Livewire. Um,
I get it.
it's they've got that video that they did themselves, I believe.
Yeah. Same with
And
Home
they
Sweet Home.
yeah, the Tommy Lee lit himself on fire
I
for special effects in
Nikki
that,
did.
right? Yeah. But
know.
yeah, I watched it the other night and I'm like, this is just fire and close-ups of Vince's red leather crotch. Like I'm like, I guess they did a good job in their DIY video, but yeah, it's a great it's a like everything else on Too Fast for Love. It's really intense, really raw, and like
Hmm.
Vince's vocals on it are insane. Like some of the high notes that he gets to, and it's just like I wish he could have bottled his voice from Too Fast for Love uh and Shout at the Devil and kept that like
Yeah.
that just slightly higher pitch snarl that he has to his voice is great. But it's not something that you can really keep up over time
No, no.
necessarily. But I think it's great, especially in Livewire. He sounds phenomenal, and the the shredding riff that goes through it,
Of
it's
course,
just
yeah.
is so killer. Yeah, I love it. So
That's the thing. That time and abusing the hell out of your body with alcohol and drugs. Yeah, your voice ain't gonna last. Ain't gonna last for 40 years. It's not gonna
yeah,
happen. But
no,
how,
no.
like, how the hell did Nikki Six come up with that idea? Like, go to the band, like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking douse my leather pants in kerosene and set them on fire. We're gonna
He,
record it.
if I remember right, he got that idea off Blackie Lawless.
You got a lot of stuff from. You're right.
Blackie
Yeah.
did it, and apparently things must have got a little bit fucking warm down there for him one time
I
too
know,
many.
that's what I mean. I mean, that's the thing. I'm gonna light my pants on fire for the video. Like, are you fucking crazy? What are you talking? No, no, don't worry, dude. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna sell millions of albums because I lit my crotch on fire.
Well, the thing is, he did that shit live when they were playing at clubs,
That's just nuts.
and from the perspective of a musician, I get it because if you're trying to separate yourself,
Oh yeah,
draw a crowd, you've got to do something original. So for that, I'm going to give Nikki and those guys all the fucking credit in the world. They stumbled across a recipe that made them who they are.
but also as a musician, you gotta be like, all right, just set my pants on fire. Don't get any of the kerosene on my guitar. That's what you gotta be right
But then
about.
again, if you do enough drugs or you drink enough, you don't really care about that part.
You do when your axe is just ashes now. You got nothing to play on. Like it's,
Oh, dude, you'd be surprised how long a fucking guitar will burn,
you are
and you can
right.
still play it.
Yeah, you're right. It's not exactly a thin piece of
I
wood.
have firsthand knowledge of that. So
What? Why are you setting your guitars on fire? What are you doing?
I was a teenager at the time, dude, and well, I did things.
What? Were you like in the middle of the woods during a snowstorm and we need warmth? Let me set my guitar on fire. You gotta do like
No,
I can't
I
think
got
of
a better
God.
guitar than the one I set on fire, and I wanted to see what happened.
sure, okay, stupid teen stuff. I get it. I totally
Because
get it.
yet again, I saw the fucking live wire video, and well, the thoughts entered my mind. So
How long will it take to burn a guitar completely?
it takes a minute or two.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's not exactly, a thin piece of paper. It's a thick piece of wood. Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but all right, my 7. From Shout Out to Devil, I have 10 Seconds to Love.
Beautiful.
Great tune. Oh my God. It's one of those there's a lot of songs off the album that's got a heaviness to it that just kicks you in the nuts and just so good. Well, not getting kicked in the nuts, but the song is just goddamn good.
It's got groove for fucking days, don't it?
Mm-hmm. It's got a groove to it, but it's also heavy,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's a fantastic combination on this song. Again, one of my favorites on the album, easily.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, you're number 6.
She goes down.
Get the fuck out of here. That's my number 6. What the shit is going on? What the hell's happening?
The fucking alternate universe, brother.
We did. What was our 1, 2, 3? Our 5th song, 3 of them you had the same on your list. What the hell? All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Dr. Feelgood is what introduced me to Motley Crue, and that album's always gonna have a very special place to me. And I love most of the hits. I mean, there's a couple that I'll just skip over in the current state of things, but I'm a huge fan of the deeper cuts on that album, and they're all fucking killer. This is just another one of them, and I love the chorus. It's just fucking, oh, just fucking great pop hard rock.
I'll say it for you. The reason why I put it on there is Mick Mars' fucking riff on that song is killer.
His riff on almost every song.
A lot, but that one in particular is just, oh, it's so good. It's just, the lyrics are like, all right, guys, we get it. All right.
But the zipper and a.
And then it kicks into it.
Is funny. It's still funny today.
But the way it just kicks into the it's just like it's great. That's one of my favorite song off the album, especially with the deep tracks. That's probably my favorite one.
It's my favorite deep track off the album for sure. Yeah. I don't know if it would ever quite take out Dr. Feelgood for me, but maybe.
I think it would for me though. Again, that's one of those songs I heard a million times.
Right, Feelgood's just got that special place.
All right, Melissa, what's your next one? I feel like I'm not saying much because all my songs are being taken here. This asshole.
Well, speaking of Dr. Feelgood, I have number 6 is Dr. Feelgood for me. I just everything's heavy on it.
Yeah,
it's just heavy as hell, and the drum, like Tommy Lee's just pounding, like it's crazy. Like, and the riff, like, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's like, it's just 10, it's incredibly heavy with like the heaviest drums and riff like possible. Like I probably have, I didn't count, but I have a ton of songs from Dr. Feelgood. I was 8 when it came out. It was my first Motley Crue album. I love it. Like, there's probably only like 2 songs that I don't really listen to, but it's my first Motley Crue. I had a CD. Actually, I still have the CD copy. It's like all beat to shit. I had it since like 90 something, 96 or something. I got in one of those CD clubs, but it was thrown like a boomerang around like my shitty car when I was in college and went with me everywhere. But I finally got one that didn't have that wasn't all scratched up.
Yeah.
Finally. But I was looking at it, I'm like, wow, I was really mean. I used to be really mean to music back in the day, but it's definitely my favorite album by them. Just for not only just because I like it's good. It is undeniably great, but it has that sentimental value too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of bands that I like the first album that I was introduced to, a lot of times isn't the best one. But there's a lot of stuff in the 80s that people hate, like when bands introduce synth or electric it's stuff in the 80s. And I'm like, this is the first time I've ever even heard of the band. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, these guys fucking rule. Like, why do you not like it? Well, because it sucks because it's got keyboards. And I'm like, well, I'm 8 years old and I don't really care. I think it sounds good. And so I'm going to think that it's going to sound good for the rest of my life from here on out. But, you know, there's been some stuff that I like better than, on Dr. Feelgood, but it's always going to be number one for me. And the title track is just phenomenal. Um, so
'Cause you're right. I remember in '86 is a year that comes to mind when Maiden and Judas Priest started getting more synthy, and people were pissed. They're like, "What the hell
yeah,
is this? This is not the band I got, I was into." And yeah, people. You're right, especially in the '80s. If you were a metal band or a rock band using synthesizers, there were bands that advertised not using synthesizers, like
Tesla.
Tesla, and I think it
yeah,
was Nitro on the inside of their OFR album. They literally had a picture of keyboard with the big red line through it. Like, no, we're not doing this nonsense. Like, calm down. It's an
yeah.
instrument. Who gives a shit? But yeah,
Like some of my favorite eras of like Rush, like I love 80s Rush. Like a lot of, big Rush fans only like, the 70s stuff or,
yeah.
whatever. But I love like Hold Your Fire. Or wait, sorry, I think I forgot. I might have said the wrong album, but my
It's
brain's
fun.
not working properly right now.
That's
But
fun.
anyway, so Rush and um the Maiden, my favorite album from Maiden is Somewhere in Time.
I've
Is my
noticed that a lot
favorite Iron
recently.
Maiden. Yeah.
A lot of
Um
people keep bringing that up like it's a great album. At the
yeah.
time, if you were a Maiden fan, that was not your favorite album. No
Oh
way.
yeah, like Wasted Years.
Wasted Years is
Like
a fantastic song.
it's an incredible song.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so yeah.
But I was gonna say, what shit? Now my mind went blank on the guitarist for Rush. Fuck.
Alex Lifeson.
Lifeson, thank you, Lifeson.
Yeah.
He even said by towards the end of the '80s, early '90s, was like, "Hey, Getty, can we stop with the keyboards and actually play some rock here?" He was getting tired of it. Just hilarious. But I remember getting that album when it came out because in high school I was a big Crew fan, and after Girls, 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 you were just like, I hope this is good because I don't like that. That's probably my least favorite Crew album of the classic lineup. I like maybe two songs from it, and the rest I can do without. And when I think might have seen the video first, but when I got on cassette, 'cause I'm an old fuck. You put it on, and it's got that Terror and Tinseltown thing, and then it goes into that heavy riff. I remember just you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, all right, they got something good here going on here." And I think I played the hell out of that cassette in '89, just falling apart. The thing inside's all ripped up. The tape doesn't sound as fresh as it did when you got it a few months earlier. But yeah, it's a strong album. They sobered up and put out a strong album. I'm not gonna complain. All right, my next one. Speaking of girls, 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 one of the few songs I can actually tolerate. It's a staple Motley Crue song, but Wild Side. It's just a kick-ass tune. That's a great tune. And like I said, girls, the title track, girls, girls, girls. I'm not really seeking that out. This I might. It's just that good of a song. I always like the one line, Papa won't be home tonight, found dead with his best friend's wife. And you're just like, that's some dark shit right there. Damn. Oh, wow. But yeah, it's a staple by Crow. Still think it's a fantastic tune, and that's why I made my list.
It is a fantastic tune. It's fun as hell to play on the guitar too.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it really is one of the few songs from back then that did not have a guitar solo.
You're right. Holy shit. How'd Mick let that one slide through? What the
Well,
hell?
think of it this way. the song Girls pretty much didn't have a solo. I mean, till you count the stuff at the end, it didn't
At
have
the
a,
end, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it had that outro, but yeah, there's
Was
no solo on Wild Side.
was he the one with the song? He was so messed up he fell off the
That
stool.
was the song
Yeah,
Girls, when he
yeah.
did that riff at the end. He couldn't play it a second time because he fell off the stool because he was drunk, and that was the take.
God, maybe he thought he did, and they're like, we're not gonna have him come back in and do a solo for a while. It's like we'll just say that he did it and whatever. Let that slide. Let us lie to him. Who cares?
But really, I can't picture a solo being on that song. It doesn't need it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And where would you fit it? You
I
know,
can't.
it just wouldn't work. I mean, that's the other thing. The song has been around for nearly 40 years. You're used to it now. You can't all of a sudden we're gonna remaster it and have what's his face, John
Oh,
Five put
John
it a
5.
solo.
I'd fucking riot.
All right, what's your number four?
You mean number
Jay?
5?
Five? We have five?
Yep, 5.
Oh, oh shit, I fucked up because my all right. Because I had She Goes Down. That's why I read the wrong one. All right, go ahead.
Okay, number 5, Louder Than Hell.
That's a great tune. That's on my list too, you bastard.
Sorry, brother, but I can't. Bro, that fucking drum intro. Jesus Christ.
That should have been the first single.
It should have been, but here's the question I've had with that song. Why was it not good enough to be on Shout at the Devil? Because it did exist then, but it was called Hotter Than Hell. I think everything is the same aside from switching the words louder and hotter. It's been a minute since I've listened to the Hotter Than Hell, but it was a Shout demo.
Yeah, and it does sound like a song that would belong on that album. Yeah, obviously. But who knows? Maybe that's the thing. You might have a situation. You got a bunch of songs, and you're like, we got to cut something. That's the one that just got cut.
Well, they had that. That
Mhm.
got cut off a Shout. They had Black Widow that got cut off a Shout. They had Running Wild in the Night, which became a different song on Theater of Pain. Same lyrics, different song.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, that's on my list too. God damn it, you bastard, taking all my songs. Oh, all right. All right, Melissa, you're number 5. I might even bother coming up with a list. Shit.
Well, I've got at number 5, I've got Shout at the Devil.
Fuck, that's on my list too. God damn it. Oh.
Well, it's
It's-
the drums. Well, shit. I'm
Ah.
sorry, I didn't want to join in on the song thievery that's going on right
It's just
now.
crazy because after last night with Queen and
That's
tonight,
why I
like,
can't fucking stop laughing.
like all my songs are being taken. Not for nothing. For as a creator side of things, I don't have to edit shit with my songs.
Hey, just use this argument, bro. You've got that good of fucking taste in music.
There
Everybody,
you go. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, our tastes are so goddamn good. That's why I gotta remember which ones I said and which one I haven't gone to yet. But all right, sorry, Melissa. Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, so Shout at the Devil, it's the drums. It's all about the pounding drums throughout the whole song. And the vocals, how he just kind of it's almost like he's singing, or I don't know if he's singing, but like shouting maybe,
Mhm.
as in yeah, it's very quickly. I don't think he actually pronounces any of those words anymore when he sings it live.
Ah.
I don't know if he was back then. Like
What did you say?
it's just it sounds interesting is all I'm saying. And uh the drums were really cool. I saw them in 2006 and that was the original Carnival of Sins was in 2006 and uh this is the Tommy Lee did the crazy drum solo. I don't know if you saw that tour or the DVD of the concerts or anything like that, but he uh he does this big drum solo on the stage and then not the place that I saw it, but like in a larger theater, he's like hooked to a line and they like take him from the stage and then they take him to this special drum kit that's like attached to the ceiling. And the place I saw it, like the ceilings were way too low. So he just kind of he got off the stage after he did the main drum solo and like it was not as exciting as him like floating through the air. He like ran down the aisle and then they hooked a cord to him and popped him up in the air onto his special drum kit. And I was like, well, that was kind of anticlimactic, but it
Yeah.
was really cool. Um, we ended up having seats like right next to it. And uh I wanted better seats, but my ex wouldn't get like tickets up in the front because they were still doing their titty cam back, or at least I think it was. And he's like, well, there's no way we're getting tickets in the front row. There's no way. And I'm like,
They don't
well,
do that
yeah,
anymore for reasons. Good for good
reasons.
reasons. Yeah. Oh,
But yeah, so yeah, I love what Tommy Lee does. It's great.
that's hilarious. He
So
had to run through the aisle to get there. That's just funny in itself. Like, is he halfway down the aisle going, we should have just set Nikki's pants on fire again? This is stupid. This looks dumb.
yeah, well, when I was at this the place, the center where we saw him, I'm like, how are they going to slingshot him across the room? Like the ceilings are so low. Like it's not going to work.
Oh, did they know about it ahead of time? That's the other thing too. They walk in and go, ah, shit. You can't do the fucking chord thing for Tommy. It's
Yeah,
not gonna work.
but yeah, it the funny thing is that the center that is near where I live, a lot of they had like such freaking huge shows like in the 80s and 90s. Now like nothing comes through here really, but like uh you could see Def Leppard and like all these the biggest and a lot of them like would record videos at our civic center, which is kind of nuts because
Hmm,
it's not gigantic or anything, but
that's probably
um
why.
yeah, I can't think of is it the more things change. Cinderella was here well multiple times, but during the Heartbreak Station tour, and they did is it yeah, the more things change. That song, the video, I think they did most of the recording of it in Michigan and Detroit during that tour, but it was all in the Midwest at the same time. So there's clips of my hometown in it, which I thought was pretty cool because
That's
it's
cool.
kind
Yeah.
of distinctive how it's set up. So you'd be like, oh, that clip actually isn't Detroit, it's actually in Wisconsin, and they just kind of all pieced it together. The bungee cord or whatever they used to, it wasn't quite the same. So
Yeah, it's him running. There you go. Yeah, I'm wondering if bands like would record videos in smaller venues to make it look like it's packed, you know?
probably.
Maybe I wonder if there's something along those lines. Maybe it's easier to do. Maybe it's just easier to do. You don't have to set things up in crazy places. I don't really know. Just wondering out loud.
Well, that in some states have certain, tax considerations and stuff
That could be part of it
going
too. You're
also.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah.
That's a good point. Well, my next one was already said. I skipped it by accident, but she goes down. So that was already talked about. It's already done. Uh, all right, do number four, Jay. If you fucking say my next one.
I'm sure you don't have this one, bro. If I die tomorrow off Red, White, and Crew.
No, I don't have that. I do not have that one. All right.
Motley was gone. for how many every years, and Tommy was in Lincoln, Nebraska at college, or so people were led to believe, and no one knew where Mick Mars was, and all of a sudden Motley Crue comes back and they come out with that song, and it was a completely different sound than we had heard out of the band. But I remember thinking, fuck yes, my boys are back and they're fucking bad. And still love that song to this day.
How many times do we say that about this band? That's the other thing. That's the
They
other
are
thing.
they are the fucking masters of making a comeback.
I guess, yeah. I mean, because they definitely did it with. I mean, I'll say Dr. Feelgood had that attitude. There was that attitude when Hell in High Heels came out. Like
Yeah,
you said, Red, White,
and
and
there's
Crew
still
comes out.
as much as I don't like it, I remember when Swine came out, there was a huge fucking media blitz over it
Yeah.
and general excitement. How they can always pull that off, and they always have, I don't know. But they can go away, they come back, and they come back with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah. That's a big part of their career. I think it's just weird. All right, your
Yeah.
next one, Melissa. What you got? Number four. Around four.
All right. I've got Looks That Kill at number
Nice.
4. Yeah. It's I mean, it's one of the it's another video by Motley Crue where everything is on fire. Everything's
Yeah.
been firebombed.
Yeah.
Everything's a polka. Every one of their videos that's not them uh like on tour or on stage performing is a post-apocalyptic hellscape with Tommy Lee on fire in the background. But
Yeah.
this one's pretty cool because it's like they've got the weird like chicks with uh like makeup on. They're like trying to escape and
I know.
it's just
Oh, that's right. Well, then you
yeah,
got the one for Too Young to Fall in Love, where they're for some reason in Shanghai, kung
I
fu
love that.
fighting ninjas and shit. It's really the weirdest thing.
I love
Ah,
that video so much.
it's classic. It's
It's
a
so
class.
funny. And then there's this guy at the end of Too Young to Fall in Love who I don't know why he's catching strays. He gets like Tommy Lee when he's like tasting the rice or whatever, and he like throws and he turns around and throws it at the poor guy
I
who's
know.
just trying to do dishes.
Isn't there another part in that where he eats the rice and spits it out? It's like, Tommy, what are you, a rice
Mhm.
aficionado? Calm the hell down. Let these guys do their job.
Yeah. So no, it's a great video. The song is just intense. The the chorus, the chanted chorus, that's what I loved about like Shout at the Devil and all these other ones that
You
it's
like the
just
gang
compliments.
vocals.
Yeah, I like the gang vocals a lot. That'll come up again. Another song. So yeah, it's the yeah, the gang vocals and the choruses and stuff are always something that I really enjoy. So
Yeah, yeah, I get that. All right, my next one. I'm surprised no one said it, which I'm kind of relieved that because most of my shit's already taken. But Knock 'em Dead Kid from Shout at the Devil.
Revenge, that's my next one too.
Fuck
So
yeah, there you go.
there you
Take
go.
that. Great tune. It's a great tune.
Fuck
It's
yes.
just there. I'll say this with this album, you compare it to their debut, it's got a heavier, darker tone to it that really set them. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Separated them from the debuts. It's a separate thing now. Now it's a totally different band. And yeah, songs like this one, it's just killer. It's heavy, it's ballsy, it's dark, and it
Yeah.
just made Crew what they end up becoming. It's great too. One of my
It
favorites of this album.
really, I mean, there's obviously the whole evil
Yeah,
undertone to the whole album. And yeah, this song is just I mean, you couldn't put a song like this out today. Fucking, you'd get your ass ripped by every fucking activist group you can imagine.
But just that opening riff is just killer.
Mhm.
Fantastic. I just love this one. All right, so that was your next one. So you're number 3, Melissa.
Number 3, I have Too Young to Fall in Love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the call and response chorus with the gang vocals. I love that part of the song, especially. And then the kung fu music video.
It's hilarious to me. It's hilarious. It's like
It's just so funny.
because
It's
it's
so
not a
funny.
band you would think would know martial arts.
Yeah. Yeah, and then at the end, like, she doesn't even want him to save her. And then they're just like, oh, fuck it. And they leave, and then they chuck rice at the
He's,
poor guy washing dishes in the background.
that's right.
It's
Throwing
like,
fistfuls of
okay.
rice at the dishwasher. Oh my God. I remember being a kid watching that going, what is this? What's going on? It makes no sense to me. But yeah, another great riff by Mick on that one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah.
Opening riff
absolutely.
is fantastic. Yeah, I wonder who the hell came up with that concept for the video and how much drugs were involved when it was developed.
It
Yeah, I
sounds
was
like
just saying,
something that
how
Tommy
big
would
was the
do.
pile of coke
Yeah.
before
That's
when it
right.
started?
Let's have these coked up devil worshippers go kung fu fight ninjas in Shanghai. Let's get on that. I
But
know
if
a
you think
guy.
about it, maybe that's what gave Tommy Lee his, well, now current love of all things from the Far East. You know, the bonsai trees, the koi fish, and everything else he's
Well, that
addicted
shit's
to
all
over there.
cool. But not
Yeah.
for nothing. Like in the early 80s, people here in the United States are all about like Japan and ninjas and shit.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't
that's
know what
why
it
fucking
was.
Karate Kid became a hit.
That was the next year, but yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason in
Karate
the
Kid.
early 80s, people were wearing shit with Japanese writing on it and the flag. And I think there was a couple of shows about ninjas and stuff. I don't know what it was.
Master kicks crime when it counts, when he moves to a new time.
Good move.
And Max is right on top of things.
After getting better.
It's the Master, then Legman, Friday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain. Be there.
We were obsessed with goddamn Japan in the early 80s when they were trying to buy up all Times Square and shit. But yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just a cultural thing back then. All right, where am I at here? My next one, you already said it, Jay, Louder Than Hell. My favorite song off Theater of Pain. And I'm gonna touch on what you said before, Melissa. There is the the production on that album just stinks. I don't know what it is, what they did. It doesn't sound good. The songs are good except for the cover. I can't. I just can't. But I remember for the longest time, Theater of Pain was probably my least favorite, at least that towards the bottom of Crew albums from that classic run. But over time, I'm just like, there's a lot of good songs on this album. Yeah, they don't sound great, but the songs are there. That one, again, should have been a single. It's a great tune. My number 3. All right, Jay, you're number 2.
Off the debut, Take Me to the Top.
Okay. All right.
That, I am so fucking glad they are currently playing that on tour. That alone is enough reason for me to want to go.
Okay.
That song is fantastic. It's always been fantastic. I love Mick's playing in that song.
Yeah.
Fuck, the rhythm track is awesome. His solo's fucking scorching. And the song is just, it's insanely good. And really, until the movie The Dirt came out, it was fucking forgotten about. It was buried. Nobody gave a shit about it aside from the diehards.
I think a lot of that album was forgotten.
I don't know. I mean, over the
I don't know
years,
why.
I saw him play on with the show quite a bit, and PC Reaction, and Live Wire, and the title track, but they never even remotely sniffed around playing that song till Dirt came out.
Yeah. My only one drawback is that they say the title a lot in that song. It's never a lot. But you're right, the guitar playing by Mick is fantastic. He's got some really good tasty stuff going on in that song. All right, Melissa, what do you got? You're number 2, right? 2?
Yeah, number 2. My only song that wasn't on one of 3 albums, or 3 albums I have: 91's Decade of Decadence, Primal Scream,
Nice.
number 2.
I made
Yeah.
my honorables. Yeah,
And
it's a great one.
one of the reasons that I really love this song is the bass intro, the bass and the drums. And then once Mick comes in and he just like lays on the whammy bar, like it's great. It sounds so cool. But I love, even though it's not like a super intricate line or anything, I love a bass intro on a song.
I'm with you on that.
Of course you are.
Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, so it's like what? Oh, Smooth Up in Ya, like that the bass intro, like with the Bullet Boys,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
song,
yeah.
like songs like that. I love songs like that.
Mhm.
So, and this is it, and this is a newer one. Like I was saying earlier, that I only started listening to in the last few years, and I like it better than um well, obviously like 8 other songs. So right now anyway. But yeah, it's a great I had a copy of Decade of Decadence for a long time. Just kind of fell by the wayside. I revisited the song, in the recent past. It's a great fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's because it's like the band were, Vince was done. He was gone. And it makes you wonder what would the next album have been if Vince stuck around? I mean, 91, it's right in the wheelhouse. So you release another album a couple years after your last one. But yeah, if they put an album out in 91 that was the songs were on the same caliber as that, oh, it would have been a killer. It would have been a killer album.
I think they would have had a really good chance of, like Def Leppard and like some of the other bands that put out albums, and the bigger rock and metal bands, like I think they would have had some success
Yeah.
if they would have done something like that, or with Primal Scream, or like Vince's solo album.
Hmm.
um I think that they would have had, I mean, even especially since they just got done working with Bob Rock on Dr. Feelgood, and uh a lot of the sounds that they're using in Dr. Feelgood, and then some, in the years after, uh, you hear in Metallica, in the Black Album,
Yeah.
the same drum sounds, and, even like the vocals and stuff, like more polished. And I think they could have easily done an album and had it be very successful. Uh, I don't reach for the 94 album, not because it's terrible or anything, but just because it's not Motley Crue, to
Okay. All
me.
right. Okay.
And uh and the thing is they they need Vince, to be, obviously, to be commercially successful. I mean, they did sell, what did it go gold, or maybe,
Did it?
on the name, but
It might have, yeah.
I mean, especially when you got as visible of a frontman as Vince, and no matter how talented when you have that notorious, that you can't just move on and completely add and change the sound completely at the same time. But I think that they would have been, if they would have put out another album, I think they would have been very successful.
Yeah.
Maybe not like however many times platinum, Dr. Feelgood was, but I
Mhm.
think it would have probably done better than Gold.
Oh yeah, I with you on that. I'm with you on that. And sound the same way where I get it. People love the '94 album, but to me, it's like it's not the same without Vince. It's tough. I'm not gonna be the one that's like, oh, they should rename the band or whatever. 'Cause that same argument comes up. I don't think it would have. I think it would have sold less if they renamed the band, or they
Yeah.
couldn't get away from them being Motley Crue. That label was stuck with them whether they used the name or not. But I'm one of the people that like Vince's Exposed more than the '94 album. That's just
Exposed
me.
was fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's a great album.
I
I
love
read,
it.
but that had more in line with what Crue was about than the '94 album with Motley Crue.
Well, especially Sister of Pain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a
Yep.
great
That
song.
easily could have been a Motley Crue song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could have had that song or You're Invited on my list. I love
Great
I
tune.
love his
See,
solo
that's the
album.
exact same reason why I didn't look at the '94 album. Because in my mind, if I would have looked at that, then I would have had to have looked at Vince's solo stuff, and that would have really, it would have really shook shit up. Hell,
Well, that's
Brian, you may have had a hell of a lot more picks that I didn't pick if we would have done it that way.
yeah. Well, first of all, it's Vince's solo album, so it's not a Motley Crue album.
Right, but and
It doesn't
at the
count.
same time, though, it's as much of a Motley Crue album as the '94 album is.
I
It's
think it's
not,
1/4 Motley Crue. Then while the '94 album is 3/4
but
Motley Crue. Just the
but
math. It's math,
look,
bro.
yeah, but look at it the way I am, where it's not Motley Crue. Period. It's not Motley Crue
I
without
get what you're
Vince
saying.
Neil.
I get that. I get that. And people have said that it's not a Motley Crue album because Vince isn't there. I
Yeah,
get
it
it.
doesn't matter to me what fucking name is on the cover. It does not matter to me who the artists were on it. Motley Crue is and always will be Vince Neil, Mick Mars, Nikki Sixx, and Tommy Lee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mic drop on that one. That's my story. I'll die on that fucking hill.
Fair enough. All right, my number two. I was already said. Shout out to Devil, the title track from their second album. I'll say this though. You hear that beginning in the beginning. It's literally called that. After that stops, and you hear the opening of Shout Out to Devil. That's when it was like this band is going somewhere different than where they came from. That instant the song kicks in, that opening riff with the drums, and it's just starts yelling out, shout. You're like, this is not the same band. They're going somewhere completely different with this one. And again, like I said, it escalated them to something what they are today. But I think that's their best album. I said Too Fast for Love's my favorite, but I think Shout Out to Devil's their best, and they've been trying to do that ever since. Some more successful than others, but it's a
Right.
great tune. All right, Jay, what's your number one Motley Crue song?
Off Theater of Pain, Save Our Souls.
I knew you were gonna have that somewhere. I should have said that just to fucking take it from you. Is what I
Yeah,
should
see, I've
have
been
done.
kind of waiting for you to do that.
I'm an asshole, but I'm not a fucking asshole.
Theater of Pain, as I've said before, is my favorite Motley Crue album.
Yeah.
The production quality is definitely sketchy. It boils down to what they had Mick Mars playing through on that album. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You change his guitar tone on an album and you have a different album.
Mm-hmm.
The songs are, take Smoking in the Boys' Room away. The songs are on fucking point. Look at some of the stuff that is on that album besides Save Our Souls. Obviously, Home Sweet Home was a hit. The song Tonight was fucking incredible.
That's on my
Use It or
honorables.
Lose It is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Louder Than Hell is good. Fight for Your Rights. It's a great fucking album.
I like Keep Your Eye on the Money. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. What if they
album with a shit sound?
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine that album if they had the same guitar sound from Mick from Shout Out the Devil on Theater of Pain.
Right.
That album be monstrous. You'd be talking about it, saying it's the greatest album. It'd be in the running. It'd be
Right.
in the running.
I will look through the choice of a fucking Gallion Kruger amp. Fuck you, Tom Werman. To know what the potential of that album could have been. The songs are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Save Our Souls is just every fucking thing about that song I love. Even the shitty guitar tone. I love the slide guitar. I love the fucking tempo of it. Everything. Vince's vocals. It just there's nothing about that song that's not perfect.
Okay. All right, Melissa, you're number one.
All right, my number one is Kickstart My Heart.
Fair enough.
I couldn't possibly go with any other song. I could hear this song over and over again, and I won't get sick of it. Of course, the intro of the accelerating Harley, like I don't think that like there's any more memorable riff. I mean, well, no, I don't think there's any more memorable like riff from 80s metal than like if you're gonna have defining moments in like hair metal, like the riff from Kickstart My Heart, I think is one of them.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna like recognizable things from the genre, but like it's uh it's just one of those songs. I mean, and everybody probably says this. You're gonna end up getting a speeding ticket if you listen to this while you're
Yes.
driving, right?
Yes.
I feel that, and I have almost had that happen, but I it's the energy in it is just I mean it's definitely my number one favorite of all time of Motley Crue songs. And part of the reason why I love Dr. Feelgood so much. So
You're right. That song is just pure audio adrenaline from
yeah.
start to finish, and it just keeps going. The funny thing is, like my kid's young, so you'll see that song in like goofy like kids movies and stuff, and you're just like, oh, okay, these cartoon guys are running around and chasing each other in a town. Okay, this song works for it. It could be anyone chasing anything or having a high speed chase, and that song would goddamn work.
Now let's catch up to that truck.
I can see
Yeah.
why that'd be number one.
Yeah, and I mean Mick Mars is such an incredible guitarist,
Mhm.
and I don't ever hear. I mean, you guys have talked about him on occasion, but like I don't think he gets as much respect as he deserves. Like I
I'm with
mean,
you on that.
just from not even just his guitar skills, but keeping like those three guys like together, like because he's a little bit older than the other three.
Yeah.
He's like keeping their shit together for him. Like I mean, I don't know. I think he gets overlooked in a lot of conversations when
I
it comes
agree
to
with that.
greatest guitarists.
I
He gets
agree.
overlooked basically every conversation, and that's fucking sad.
And he always
Like-
has.
Yeah.
Which
No,
is
no mom.
Like I
mean,
just
it's
said
the-
about Kickstart My Heart, the riff in it, it's iconic. And just about any of these songs that we've just discussed, like that's Mick Mars' like stamp on this era. And a lot of these are instantly recognizable to that little dude who they had to like wheel out onto the stage practically because he
Crazy,
can't
too.
walk.
Yeah.
Like he's just unbelievable. So yeah, and when he this whole thing, recently with him not being with the band, it just broke my heart. I'm like, I don't want to go see
Yeah.
John 5, great, whatever, but I don't want to see it. Like, I want
It's
to
You know
see
what
like,
that.
I will give it is I've seen Motley with John 5 a couple times. Technically, John 5 does a fantastic job. He can nail the parts. There's no feeling to what he plays. And really, without Mick, there wouldn't have been Motley Crue.
I agree.
And if you want any further proof, anybody who does, listen to any fucking song that Mick Mars played on in Motley Crue, then listen to the shit that they recorded with John 5. Case closed.
Yeah, and you're right, Melissa. He is such an underrated guitarist that I mean, you look at probably every song on our list has a killer riff to it, and like you said, Jay, it's all Mick Mars. It's all Mick. Crew wouldn't be what they are without him.
I don't think they would have ever made it off the ground without him.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Like I just get this idea that he was just kind of like keeping them all together. He's like, stop being such a drunk asshole. Come
Oh,
over,
it's
stay
so
here.
yeah. Huh. That's true. They were like fucking pirates again, like just out of control. You need daddy to keep him in line. Got the shit, guys. Don't snort those ants. What was the hey Vince, maybe you shouldn't drive out and get more booze tonight. All right, my number one, when you guys were picking songs off my list and whittling down my shit, I knew this one was not going to be touched. This is my favorite all Motley Crue song. And when I put my list together, this was the first thing I put down. And it wasn't even on an album. And that's Toast of the Town. I love that goddamn song. Yeah, it was on the B side of, I forget what single it was. Was it Livewire? Was it Livewire? I'll have to look it up. I don't remember, but I don't know. That song just, it's got that early, Motley Crue feel to it because it came out and when the debut came out, and it's just fucking fantastic. If they played that thing live, I might go and see them, regardless of lip syncing by Vince or whatever the hell he's doing now, what he was accused of. But yeah, just a great tune. I still remember in '89 when, see, I didn't really know about that song until Pretty Boy Floyd covered it. And even that, for them to pick such an obscure Crew song was just crazy in itself. But yeah, once I heard the original version, easily my favorite Crew song. Easily.
Great pick.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy Pretty Boy Floyd's version also. I saw Pretty Boy Floyd play it a couple years ago. So
It's just such an odd pick for the cover. It's like,
well, it is, but it's at the same point. Look what Motley Crue's early career and their success meant to Steve Summers and that band as a whole. So if you look at it that way, it kind of makes sense.
yeah, yeah. All right, before we get to our honorables, J629, he's a big fan of this show, my radio show. He's all over the place. If you guys are into this music and are part of this community, you know exactly who this guy is. He sent me a list because it's his favorite band, and I was like, oh crap, I should have asked him to give me a list because he would definitely be all about that. He pretty much just a couple of hours ago I told him about it, and within like a half hour he had a list for me. So he had, all right, at 10, Saints of Los Angeles, great tune. 9 was Home Sweet Home. He had one of yours at 8, Bitter Pill there, Jay. 7, Red Hot. Dr. Feelgood at 6. Louder Than Hell at 5. Primal Scream is 4. Coming in number 2, Too Fast for Love. He had, number 3, Too Fast for Love. 2 was Wild Side. And number 1 was Shout at the Devil. He said he was going to have some picks that would surprise us. I can see that.
Not so much.
We had a lot of those too. And let me go through his honorables real quick. He had, oh shit, he's got a butt ton here. God damn it. All right, Livewire, Piece of Your Action, On with the Show. He just fucking listed them all. Looks to Kill, 10 Seconds to Love. I think he went through the albums and put them in order. Can't read what the hell his handwriting is here. Knock 'em Dead Kid. Tonight We Need a Lover. That's a great tune. Girls, Girls, Girls. Damn, Jay. Something for Nothing. That's a good one too.
Mhm.
You're All I Need. I never could get into that one. I just heard it today on Hair Nation. I can't get into that one. Kickstart My Heart. Don't Go Away Mad. Angela, that's a great tune too. Afraid. Hell in High Heels. God damn, Jay, what are you doing to me? She Needs Rock and Roll. If I Die Tomorrow. Down at the Whiskey, it's a good one. And Face Down in the, oh my God, Face Down in the Dust. Oh my God.
Face down in the gutter.
Gutter, sorry, gutter. Why has he got dust here? What the hell? Oh, dirt. No, isn't it dirt? Whatever.
Yeah, you're right. That
It
is.
is dirt. He is right. Okay, that's what it was. We couldn't read his handwriting. All right, Jay. There's J629. There's yours. All right, Jay. What are your honorables? Turn my thing off.
Well, I'm gonna keep. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a little bit more brief.
I know. Yeah. Oh
A
shit.
little bit, okay.
Huh.
Live Wire, Shout Devil, Looks to Kill. Nobody mentioned Bastard. I fucking
Great
love
tune.
Bastard. Red Hot, Danger is a fucking phenomenal song. 10 Seconds to Love that you had. Keep Your Eye on the Money. Tonight.
Let's go while we're young.
Oh, we're keeping it short. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm hurrying. Wife, you're right. The title track from Girls, Girls, Girls. I do love that song. It's been overplayed. Bad Boy Boogie is fucking phenomenal. Something for Nothing. Another one that hasn't been mentioned yet. Rodeo.
Mm.
Rodeo's
Okay.
a great song. You're All I Need, just like Jay had. I had Slice Your Pie. Rock and Roll Junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great song. I had another one that was off of a B-side, that Supersonic and Demonic Relics, if you remember that album.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
The song Sinners and Saints. Fucking great song. And then another one I was on a Japanese version of Red White Crew, I'm a Liar, if you've ever heard that.
Heard that. I haven't heard it in years, but yeah. I heard
And
it.
then off of Saints Los Angeles, the title track, Down with the Whiskey, Animal and Me, and White Trash Circus.
Oh, nice. All right, Melissa, what are your honorables?
Oh, I might actually keep it brief.
Thank you. Finally, someone keeps it brief.
My
Hey, in reality, I kept it brief. You ought to see the list because it's a lot.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
bet.
we're good. We're good. You didn't keep it brief,
I
but
get
it's
it.
not as bad as it could have been. Got it.
I just have a couple. 10 Seconds to Love, narrowly missed, and Too Fast for Love. I also really like that, enjoy the title track from that. And then it should have been a Motley Crue song, You're Invited but Your Friend Can't Come.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not really a Motley Crue song, but it should be. And I freaking love it. It's hilarious.
That's a great tune.
I mean, there's something to be said for like hilarious lyrics like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're cool, but don't bring the cock blocker with you. She's really lame.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the whole song
exactly.
around that.
Exactly. All right, let me go through mine briefly. At High Wire, Too Fast for Love, the title track. Red Hot, Looks the Kill, Keep Your Eye on the Money, Kickstart My Heart, Sick Love Song, which is a great fucking song. I almost had that one on there. The title track from Saints of Los Angeles, Tonight, in parentheses, We Need a Lover, and Primal Scream. There's so many goddamn good songs by these guys. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. All right. Well, thank you guys for being on and visiting the basement for the best of crew. Yeah, I greatly appreciate you guys when you guys come on and having guests. It's awesome. What you here for your first time when you go at it there, Melissa? Congratulations.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I thought this is great. Yeah, it's interesting watching or after watching it for like a year, actually doing this.
Oh, it's totally different. Yeah.
It's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You'll be welcome to come back. You got a space. You got a clean spot over there in the basement. You'll be good to go.
sweet.
All
Yeah.
right. So, Jay, why don't you tell the good folks where they can find you at what you got going on? Gotta do the plugs now.
Well, when I'm not occupying my ass grooving this couch, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. Find me on X. Find my band Sweet Damage on Facebook, on Instagram. We have a video on YouTube. We have our first single on streaming platforms. Another one to come very, very shortly. So, and lots of other cool shit in the very near future.
Cool. All right, Melissa, why don't you tell the good folks where they can find you at?
Yeah, I'm on X at Metal Goddess 33. That's the only one I'm on. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, but not really. So if you want to connect with me, it's on X.
Cool. I'll
Yeah.
go through my usual stuff. I'm on X, following on Twitter at HB Basement. I'm also on Facebook for reasons. Don't know why. I don't look at it as much, even though I just started the thing not that long ago. Find me as Basement Brian on that. Always talking music on those two platforms. And download the Stationhead app and listen to deep hair metal tracks every Friday night at 8:30. Definitely check it out. Again, guys, thanks for being on. We're supposed to have more people, but hey, it's worked out. Let me go through my usual YouTube shit. Like, subscribe, share, hype. Let me say this, those of you watching, if you got your favorite Motley Crue songs, put it down there in the comments. Give us a list. Maybe there's some stuff we missed. Whatever. Always respond to you guys that watch and post stuff. It's great. And ring the bell or go to hell. And until the next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really.